As the Union of United Democratic Party, we advocate for a society built on inclusivity and respect. We must equally condemn any hate speech that seeks for dehumanizing and disfranchise any individual or any political party or anyone that is called a citizen or non-citizen in this country. The recent President Barrow, as the leader of our nation, has a profound responsibility to model the values we hold dear, values of justice, equality, and respect for all. The words of our leader carry weight. They have the power to uplift, inspire, and unify, or conversely, to incite anger, fear, and hate. It is crucial that we hold our leader accountable for their work, and this is why and it is on us, the citizens, to demand a higher standard of how the president should rule and how we want our country to be governed by him. While we challenge the rights of freedom and speech, we must also recognize that with these rights comes the responsibility to speak with thought and consideration. We cannot turn a blind eye to hate speech. We must be vigilant against any form of speech that will bring us division along ethnic, religious, and ideological lines. Our diversion is our strength, and it is our duty to celebrate it, not to weaponize it. As the President of the Republic of the Gambia, he used the freedom of speech that is given by the Constitution to every right in every democratic state to weaponize it as a political tool against our political parties. Today I call upon the President to reflect on the power of his word and to choose a path to dialogue over this issue. And we want to remind the President, like months ago, he called for a political dialogue where all political parties and their leaders were present at the State House to discuss the present issues and to discuss issues that are bringing disability, that are bringing discomfort and chaos to our society. Let us foster a climate where every difference or every different able party will not succeed or will bring conflict, but rather opportunities of understanding and just growth. Let us build a nation where every individual, regardless of their background, feel and safe with the values in our society. I would like to call on all the CSOs and all the religious leaders that we hold responsible, that are serving the people, that are the citizens, to come on board and to ask the President to apologize to Mr. Darboe and also to Gambia for ordering this irresponsible work towards our party leader, Ousainou Darboe. The international community, we want to take this opportunity to call on every international and diplomatic mission member to ask President Barrow to resign. And also, we are calling on members of the National Assembly to move a motion of impeachment, as we are all aware today. The President has violated many rights of the Constitution of the Gambia. And now we can move a motion to impeach President Barrow. He's inciting conflict among the young people, among the citizens, among the elderly people. In 2018, President Barrow made a statement against the United Democratic Party. Recently, in Barrow, he made a statement against the United Democratic Party members, while the UDP National Campaign Organizing Committee embarked on a nationwide tour. We want to call the IGP and the Justice Minister to listen to the people of this country. Listen to the Gambians. We are now tired. Our rights have been taken by Adama Barrow. We cannot speak anymore. We cannot eat anymore. We cannot sleep anymore. If you can arrest me for saying something or criticizing Barrow, I think and I believe you all can arrest Barrow, or you all can go to Barrow and release a statement to condemn Barrow's speech and to ask him to come to the Ghanaian people and apologize. We go by the legal condition of Gambians. Every citizen of this country is crying. Bag of rice is expensive. We want the president to address these issues, not to go to a gathering to be inserting conflict or hatred among each one. Yes, I cried on that day. I laughed first and I cried. You know why? I feel pity for Gambians. I feel sorry for us. I see people clap when Barrow is talking. They are ignorant people. They are not illiterate, they are ignorant. They are unlettered people, they didn't go to school. The living condition of Gambians led to so many youth taking the bad way job. We have lost thousands of young people across the European countries. We have lost dozens of youth currently because of they are now using schools. 3 days ago in Vietnam, 15 young boys died of doing schools. That was so busy. These are pressing issues that the president we think and we believe we should address, but not to come on board, to be criticizing or to be throwing stones at a political party. Much more of Ousainou. Ousainou Darboe didn't owe any Gambians. We the Gambians owe Ousainou. If Barrow, you cannot give him that due respect, we give him that due respect. This is why, as the youth of United Democratic Party, today we will send a message to you. Now Darboe is above Barrow. Darboe is above Barrow. Wherever you go internationally, people talk about Barrow. How he is ruling this country. How he is manipulating this country. How he is manipulating our vote and mistrust. Dishonesty. Let's go. I want to ask President Barrow a question. Who did Barrow sign this contract with? Who did Barrow sign this contract with? And I want tomorrow, on Tuesday, on the 30th of July, Barrow has signed. Who did you sign this contract with? We want to know. We definitely want to know. If you call yourself a leader, we too call ourselves a leader. And we demand an answer from you. We want to know. And we are telling ECOWAS, Commonwealth, UN, UNICEF, UNDP, all these international communities that anything from here against 2026 before Barrow leaves office, anything that happens to Mr. Darboe, even a scratch, Barrow is responsible. And we will sue him to anyway. Civil service are crying all over the country. No salary increase. He promised to increase their salaries. These are issues that Barrow will address. These are issues that everyone is crying. These are issues we expect his ministry, the communication ministry, the information ministry, to come out and tell the Gambian people, this and this is what the government is doing to increase your salary. But instead, we are very, very disappointed. I personally, I am disappointed with Dr. Ithriath. I am from Brigama. He's the top of Brigama. For the statement you all say, why would Barrow apologize? Barrow should apologize. You know it yourself, but because you are insecure of your position. If you go against Barrow today, they will stop you tomorrow. I quote it on LinkedIn. This is what will happen to all of you. If you don't believe in the Almighty, what He caters for you, you will get. If you don't believe in that, you will forever be one at the power. And now we are going to the power. To confess the United Democratic Party, you agree to give us a statement that includes an answer. We are asking. We are not here to go. Like I said, now it's just Augusta. We have taken enough from him. If our youth are dying, what stopped Barrow to come and address that? of Barrow to ask his government to put all stuff on board. People are using pistol, a grade 2 student, and taking the pistol to his book to have school and to shot someone. A grade 2 student. If that could happen to this country, who here is living in peacefully? Semesters are coming to this country every day. Yesterday, one was attacked. One was attacked and almost been killed. Do we think if we that are living in this country, we are not secure? Do we think governments that are in the diaspora, will they come to this country? No, they will not. We want you to come out and address this issue. And now we want to put a stop to this and we demand an apology. If Barrow didn't give an apology before the end of Friday, we will come out on the street to demonstrate. We will come out to fight for this country. We are ready as young people of this country, not only the people, but young people of this country. And we believe all political parties in this country will join us to end this injustice that is happening to the United Democratic Party. We have seen many statements issued by some political parties, and we hope to see the same statement being issued by the CSO. If we call ourselves champions of advocacy, let's do the advocacy in the right way. The Human Rights Commission, I believe I would have read their statement today on newspaper. Today I was in the office, reading all newspapers. Unfortunately, I didn't see any statement that is really right. And we hope to see that before on Wednesday. I therefore thank everyone here present today to attend and to listen to our call as we give our statement to Barrow and his government. I thank you all.
Thank you very much, President 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 for the United Democratic Female Movement. Those messages were powerful, straight shoot. But also on your statement, we will remind Dr. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 that in 2018 he made mention of 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 Barrow. We want to tell him it's the same 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 Barrow in 2018, who was good but turned to be worse in 2024. But Barrow, again, we will tell you, is the same doctor you were calling in 2018, who is now your information minister, who is not setting the record straight for you. In our presence, we would like to recognize the presence of Dr. 𝒂𝒊𝒏, who is a senior party member. We understood he is here in our midst. Also, Honorable 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏 here in our midst. We really recognize your presence and highly salute you. Next on the item, we call on our gallant leader, someone that we look up to, a mentor to so many young people, not only to the United Democratic Party, but to the nation at large, a charismatic leader, a leader who measures and people measure his statement and his doings, and he's direct and straightforward. That's no other person than the Lord Mayor, Honorable 𝒂𝒊𝒏. Thank you, you're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to you all. First of all, I'd like to commend the youth wing under the leadership of His Excellency Haji Sawane for organizing this press conference alongside Binzi Sengo. I would have liked to come here under the invitation under better circumstances. However, I have come here to speak in a very, very dark time in the history of the Gambia. That is after the comments, the insidious comments of President Adama Barrow on the passing of His Excellency Ousainou Darboe. May Allah give him a very long life. May Allah make him witness the Gambia he has fought and sacrificed for all these years. And inshallah, Allah will do just that. First of all, I would like to say the biggest threat to national security is the President himself, Mr. Adama Barrow. This is not the first, it's not the second, it's not the third, and I'm sure this is not the last time he will make such comments that will cause disharmony and disunity between our very own people. When the national dialogue was formed, I advised the party not to attend. I myself have not partaken in any of the exercises. The reason being, I have come to know the passing of Adama.
Yes.
He is a leader who swore to protect Gambians, to unite Gambians, to preserve peace and stability. But since he became president, we have seen him do the opposite over and over and over again. During the presidential election 2021, he used tribal politics to divide our people, not thinking for once what will happen when those people go back into their neighborhoods. Our country is a mixed country. People live in intermarriages. Tribes live side by side in harmony for many generations, even before 1965. So to divide the people amongst heritage is one of the most irresponsible things a leader can do. Because if there's the stability, the same leader will have to preserve the peace. Secondly, this is the president who stood during the mayoral elections and told his supporters, you have the power, go and fight. They beat up many of our supporters. MLC, who was handcuffed in Majur Estate and electrocuted over and over again. Tear gas was thrown into one of our campaign cars. Many of our supporters were beaten and arrested. Some even handed to the police, and the police put them in cells. The same president came again in a rally at Kerawan and spoke about the NARS and said UDP is a NAR party. And spoke to the passing of party leader and saying he has lost network. Terrible comments you can say to somebody who was a former vice president and foreign affairs minister of our country. I will ask and beg of something from our party leader. Please never respond. Never respond to President Barrow. You have your youths, you have your students. We will fight for you from now on. You have fought enough. I think many of the speakers have spoken of many of the problems. Just down the street here in Pololi, every week they will seize tons of cocaine. Every week we have murders. Every 5 o'clock in the morning, when you're going for Fajar players, you pass here, you will see lots of unemployed girls doing prostitution. Our youths are tired, they have lost hope. They are even running away, risking all their lives to get to Europe. Many die along the way. Many are captured and enslaved in Arab countries. Just last week, 150 youth lost their lives at sea. I did not hear a single comment from President Barrow. Now we have a drug that is destroying our community, a drug that is taken from the human bone. They exhume graves, take out bones of human beings and make this drug. Today, 1 in 5 youth in the Gambia are smoking this drug. It is killing many on a week-on-week basis. Many of these youths are turning into violent criminals. We have never had a word from President Barrow. Today, many of our people cannot get driver's license. There is no cash power meter, no identity cards. Gambia is a failed state. Not a word from President Adama. And when President Barrow has the platform in Brikama address some of these issues, to allay the anxiety of the people and the youth, he chooses to talk about the death of Ousainou Darboe. This is the most strange and dark thing I have ever heard in Gambia. Even in the darkest days, when people were disappeared, nobody ever heard people talking like this in political platforms. So for me, this is not politics. It's not a joke. This is about our country and our former vice president. I will not even refer to him as a party leader, because if we do, they will say it's UDP. This is a former vice president. And even in our culture, even if Ousainou Darboe was never a vice president, nor a minister, he's an elder person. In our culture, you respect your elders. He can be grandfather to some, great-grandfather to some, and can even be a father to the president. To talk ill of him time and time again, to insult him, ridicule him, belittle him, I think it is time for people to come together and tell Adama Barrow it is enough. And I said this 2 months ago or 3 months ago, every president has their time. Even a student leader has a time. When that time comes, you have to leave. And that's why I said 2 terms is even too much for President Barrow. This is an example that he cannot go for more than 2 terms. We should never allow it. It is unacceptable in the world, especially now in Africa. That's why we see all these coup d'etats. Adama Barrow should not destroy our country. He continues to destroy this small country, the smallest country on mainland Africa. We demand that he comes out, withdraws his statement, apologizes to the person of Ousainou Darboe, apologizes to his family. His family has been traumatized enough. They have tried to kill him many times. They have jailed him. He has seen death in the eye. But if it's not Allah's time, he will not leave this earth. But President Barrow, you cannot cause the death of Ousainou Darboe. Right. I ask of all Gambians to come together, to put aside tribal politics, disunity, divisions. We see Macky Sall in Senegal. He said there will not be any elections. They burned the streets, the buildings for many months. He disunited the people. Where is Macky Sall today? They will destroy the country and then go to exile. And then we have to pick up the pieces. And I think for President Barrow, he must learn from his friend Macky Sall. Today, even on the radio, his ministers, his advisors, who were pushing him, arrest Ousmane Sonko, kill this person, kill that person. The same ministers today are blaming Macky Sall for what happened in Senegal. So President Barrow, your advisors, your ministers today will be the ones who will be blaming you tomorrow. They will be the ones who will be laughing at you tomorrow. We have seen it with the former president, we have seen it with neighboring presidents. So do not let that fate befall you. Without further ado, I want all of us to continue to pray for our party leader. We all know he will live a very long life to see the country he has sacrificed so much for. Thank you, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor, for those powerful statements. First, there are certain points we would like to set those ones straight and put before the media and everyone here present. That the youth wing of the United Democratic Party is giving Barrow 48 hours to apologize to our party leader, or else we will be on straight the next 2 days, that will be on Friday. Secondly, we are calling on the National Executive of the United Democratic Party to withdraw from the national dialogue with immediate effect, because the disrespect is enough and is too much for the party leader. And also, we'll add our voice on the Lord Mayor's voice, stating to the party leader not to respond to the president. The party militants, including the youth wing, will take full responsibility of what had happened will go with him tick for tick and will be there with him. Finally, the statement that we want to tell him finally is enough and is enough. Enough is enough. It's too much and it's enough. On that statement, we are calling on every Gambian to unite and say no to 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒄𝒆𝒄𝒏 for President Barrow. This is a collective responsibility. It's not a responsibility for the party of the United Democratic Party. All political parties, CSOs, private individuals, and whosoever who's living in the Gambia and abroad but call themselves a Gambian, is all unite to fight against the 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒄𝒆𝒄 for President Barrow. Going for 𝒂𝒂𝒃, this country is in fire. Therefore, we call on the last speaker, the final speaker, who is no one but the President of the United Democratic Party Youth Wing, Honorable Haji Suwane, who will come on podium to give a stand and the point for the Youth Wing of the United Democratic Party. Thank you, Haji. You are
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, respectfully present here, and colleagues at the national executive level who wasted no time but to come and observe this most important occasion. I am deeply shocked, but nonetheless not surprised by the president's unpatriotic, irresponsible, undemocratic, and unconstitutional rhetoric he delivered while opening his bureau in 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 region on the 27th of July 2024. When I heard the remark, I asked myself so many questions, and the answers, some of them I have myself, but some will be left to the public to be the judge of yourself. When I heard he spoke of a death of an opponent, the first that comes to my mind, it is that one of my famous speakers, I mean a famous and a popular speaker from Zimbabwe, he always said that corruption is a vile disease. I definitely concluded that indeed corruption is not only a vile disease, but corruption is the mother, the father of all dictators this world has get back. We ask ourselves now, when a sitting president is calling an opposition leader, why that opposition leader did not do anything but duties vested upon him or her to hold a sitting government accountable for transparent and accountable running of his government. While we expect an answer from the president, the sitting president, the public did not hear anything. I have to kill Ousainou Darboe. I have to see Ousainou Darboe being killed. I have to observe the burial of Ousainou Darboe to confirm his death before I relinquish power. Is this not a threat to national security? If not, I ask my question. What is more than a threat to national security than his fellow Gambians, residents of Gambia? This question is addressed to all of you to give Gambian people, that is including yourself, the answer towards 2026. I went through the audio, which is almost 30 minutes or more. I listened to it kills, if not more than 10 times. But I did not hear a single message a sitting president have addressed that is to a national interest, or one could say is a national interest agenda the president has there. And I will remind you, political gatherings are an opportunity accorded to politicians to emphasize or to repeat, or if not, to give citizens the new ideas and policies, programs they have for Gambian people, if they are in government or if they are already serving as leaders in different governments. Speakers has alluded to so many challenges the country is facing. That include recently the capacity of a vote that has already consumed more than 150 people. How many families are affected by that? Almost an entire family was fed in one of the UK. Where are they from? From where the president came from, that is you are open. Why did those family parents, why did they choose to perish in the waters than to remain comfortable in their house, alive? Just to enjoy whatsoever one could enjoy when you are alive. The answer is, if you have seen somebody running away from his house, throwing himself or herself in the water, you should know there's nothing chasing him but fire outbreak. That is that the Gambia is already. Nothing is killing our youth, but the hardship can be interpreted as a fire outbreak that is trying to throw every Gambian in the Mediterranean Sea, which has been now a graveyard to our youth. If President Barrow can speak for almost 30 minutes without even showing solidarity, sympathy to those desperate youths who choose to die in the waters, that will live in the Gambia under his leadership. This is concern as a youth leader. This is a nightmare as a politician. This is unfortunate as a citizen. That is why we are not just doing this press conference merely for talking, but we are giving President Barrow message. When I had this remark, the first thing I do, I have to send a message to His Excellency 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 not to utter a single word in response to President Barrow's irresponsible and whatsoever brain drain he has, not for him to respond to this kind of messages. But I also assure myself, without putting him to him, that we will take responsibility of whatsoever will happen, but this country must be liberated. This country must get its independence. Not independent because of just politics, but independent economically. We don't want to see anyone. The youth of this country taking the irregular migration way, that is the famous backway, to die in the waters because of why the government cannot create any meaningful employment for those youth. You will not see anyone. And we will stand and demand, as the speakers alluded to, the debt contract that President Barrow has said he signed to see the death of President Darboe and to confirm why facing this barrier that President Darboe has died for him to be able to reinforce his power. We would want to see that death contract. And it is not merely we want to see, but we will fight to see that death contract. Because why? He spoke with certainty. He spoke with confidence. He spoke with a belief that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to kill President Darboe before him. And I tell you, he is lying. He has no contract with Allah. He did not see any contract. He has never seen Allah's wisdom. He has never seen Allah's message directly. The answer is, President Barrow has a contract to assassinate a citizen. A citizen that is always standing to hold a government accountable before President Barrow's bomb ended back in this country. 1996 was the year that the Grande Party was formed, the old one. For a head of state to stand in front of the public and lie to us, saying that whatever he did, what he did in this party, nobody has done it. Was he the founder of this party? I said no, it's a lie. We did not found the party. UDP was found by decent Gambians. UDP was found by intellectuals, patriots, full of their country. They came together in an environment. While President Barrow, if you told him to come on that day, he is going to not only to faint, but he could even die. Because we saw the day President was arrested. President Barrow see himself under a table. If that man could tell me that he did something for this party which nobody could do, I have no answer. I have no other response but to call him a liar. I have no other respect that I can give to a head of state who is that and entrusted to uphold the principle of democracy, to guide a constitution that said that right to life is a fundamental human right. For you to come out and publicly order the killing of an opponent, I can call you that an unfortunate liar this country has ever passed. And my message to the IGP, I met them just last week. We have a discussion. They were talking about immoralities. They were talking about uncultural utterances in our political discourse. The answer I gave them, you have a daunting task. Because you have a president whom you must dance to his tunes, who cannot control himself when delivering public speeches. If you want to control moralities in this country, if you want to discipline people in this country, you have to get prepared, because the first person to display auto-guide, auto-term is President Adama. But he indicated in terms of the 𝒉𝒕𝒕𝒑𝒔. He did not deliver anything to national interest. Look at the insecurity, internet that we face as a country. If you talk about ordinary citizens, people could say that because police will tell you that we cannot protect them because they are killed at their homes. They are killed at their financial bureaus. They are killed on the streets where the police are not. But I'm referencing 3 innocent, hard-working, patriotic political officers were killed by an armed gun officer who no one knows up to date who the killer is. I repeat, who no one knows up to date who the killer is. So if we talk about internal security, and prior to that killing, President Barrow stood in an opening of a police station built by German government. He said the security of this country is today guaranteed that any leaders. He in fact said that against the critics that are over-exaggerating these issues, but this government has done enough to secure each and every country. The next week, he was told that, Mr. President, you got a mistake. This country is insecure. In fact, we are going to kill your police officers, and they kill them. How are those families going to today? What's supposed to be done as far as our government is concerned? These are the questions we should have asked ourselves. But if President Barrow or Mr. Adama Barrow could only stand and sign a death contract to kill Mr. Ousainou Darboe before he relinquishes power, I am calling on IEC. I am calling on IEC because when people tend to interpret things, they don't go critical. I go critical. I know why Adama Barrow is saying that. I know why he stood and promised and took oath that he will never step down as the president, because he said, he did not say that I'm going to contest. He said, I will not relinquish power. What is the contract signed with IEC? We want to know. What is the self-perpetuating contract signed with the IEC? We want to know. We already knew what transpired in 2021. But at the time, a lot of things were being seen. And as our party leader first spoke before us, we couldn't do anything but to comply to his appeal. That is, he did not even want a chicken to die because of Ousainou was president. It was emotional. But a voting population of over 200,000 votes who voted for Ousainou, they all comply with discipline, with respect to Ousainou. I am telling Ousainou, move out from our politics. Did this press conference, never consulted me. And I will do my things, I will never consult him. I am elected truly by the use of this party. And they have trust. I have a social contract with them. They have to see a government that is responsible. They have to see a government that is going to protect their vote. They have to see a government that is going to, a party that is going to defend what they have decided for. And I'm ready. And I'm ready. If I say I here, I mean we are ready as you. Nobody will take the back seat. We will die, but we will see the vote of the United Democratic Party members being protected. The votes of Gambian people who doesn't believe in Adama Barrow's government will be protected. We will die for this country. If something could die, why not myself and others? If somebody could sacrifice his life, why not me? So we cannot continue to be lambasted in an environment that we believe we don't deserve because of a mayor president who doesn't even have a clue about what he has to do. He talked about the plot that Ousainou asked him to surrender because it was legally acquired.
And I can tell you, Ousainou Darboe came with facts because he quoted the Constitution. Section 168 tells us that the president cannot directly or indirectly enrich himself on the betterment of the people. If he does, it has attracted nothing but an impeachment. That is why I made a summon. Alluded to the National Assembly. If they are responsible enough and they believe in Section 75 of the Constitution, they will definitely pass an impeachable motion to impeach or to start the process of impeaching the president. Even though we know we don't have the numbers, but trust, records, and integrity, ethics, and principles matters. Apart from that, the majority at the parliament decides. But what is on us, it is to do the needful. If a president can close his eyes while declaring his assets in 2021, he said very clearly, he saw in the document, he has 9 properties in his name. You got an Electoral Act, Section 5. It tells you, if anybody has more than 1 plot, the states cannot give you a plot for it. But President Barrow did not only stop at 9 plots. He said his bank account has more than 200 million Gambian dollars. Yes, the same president is wanting to steal, is wanting to budget from the scarce resources of this coalition. Why could you ask yourself, why do I vote? Why do you vote? What should we expect? Is it this? The answer is no. This is the president who stood here not long ago. He increased taxes. Today, a bottle of water was 25 because of a so-called tax stamp has created budget on a bottle of water to exceed to $30 or even 35. You call this a country? And that is why when Melo said it's a failed state. Don't think it's a political statement. It's already a failed state when the Gambians don't want to stand and liberate their country from criminals like Adama. This is a country where national audit reports prove from each and every life or soul in this country that the president's office, State House, has consumed more than $669 Gambian dollars. When Madi stood to hold him accountable, he said Madi is an inciter of violence. Who's an inciter of violence? When I say corruption, it's a vile disease. Corruption is a threat to national security. This is where it is. National audit report. Submitted their report. The president only stated that report is a mere opinion and it is biased. An institution that has been sponsored by citizens, taxpayers' money, to give us a clue, a direction on how our resources is managed by the state. If a president could stand and call that institution, describe it as a mere opinion, biasness in it, where do you think you are going? Fellow youth, the fear of Ousainou Darboe, it is not his age. The fear of Ousainou Darboe, I can tell you, Barrow spoke to Marcus. They told him that if you don't kill Ousainou Darboe before 2026, he's going to end your government. And if he ends your government, he's going to prosecute you. That is why I am telling this Akaraba. If Ousainou Darboe dies, from here to 2026, we are going to hold him accountable. And it's better you dig your own graveyard, you bury yourself before Ousainou Darboe dies. I thank you all for this.
The President of the Democratic Party's Youth Wing. Just 3 statements will add on top of that if solo Sandem can sacrifice for us to enjoy the change that we are enjoying and live in 2016, why not ask the youth who are today living and we are here? If the youth of Kenya can do it, and change the current status of Kenya and make sure they stand to ensure the tax bill or the financial bill that was to be introduced at the parliament was rejected or doesn't in fact go to the parliament. If they can do it, if they can uphold their president accountable to a level of dissolving the executive, the entire cabinet, if the Nigerian youths are planning to do exactly what the Kenyan youths did, What are we waiting for, we the Gambian youth? If only our country, that as Mayor said, is a failed state. If it is a failed state, how can we make it a working state? This is a responsibility for all of us as Gambians. We need to make the Gambia a working state. That's the end of the press conference. That's the end of the press conference as the president of the youth wing has just spoke. The next on the item is Q&A. That's question and answer that we will give to the journalists, as they are also here with us prepared to throw in any questions that they want to. The mic is here available. Whosoever wants to ask a question, please. If there is none, we want to close the press conference. Therefore, we call the press conference to close, and we thank everybody here present. The media fraternity, we really appreciate and thank you for coming and listening to this press conference. Please come and pray.
What